Hello everyone, I Dr. Sumit Vyas welcome you all to the course on VLSI signal processing, and this is the introductory lecture. In this video I will give you the overview of the topics that will be covered in the subject. So by now you must have studied the subject like VLSI design, digital signal processing, okay, because this course is being offered to the MTech students, so I believe that you might have studied these subjects, and I don't feel the need to start with the importance of the DSP systems, signals, and merits of VLSI design and all. So coming straight to the point, so what is VLSI DSP? So it is basically implementing DSP algorithms in VLSI. So we are aiming to convert DSP algorithms to VLSI circuitry, and we are looking for the actual hardware solution, and by doing this we are trying to exploit the merits of VLSI design. Okay, and the goal of VLSI DSP is to meet the computing demands, to reduce the power consumption, to reduce the chip area, to reduce the production cost, to achieve wide data bandwidth, and to enhance the overall performance. So since you are MTech students, so you might be interested in doing research in this field. So research in VLSI digital signal processing involves study of algorithms and architecture for VLSI implementation of signal and image processing algorithms, theory of architectures and design methodologies, and computer aided design CAD design of VLSI DSP systems, which can meet the area, speed, power demands of application using available technologies. So the objective in design and implementation of VLSI DSP system is to reduce the area, power, while meeting the system requirements for the real-time applications. So to implement the system there are some challenges. So first is area, and that is directly related to the cost. Second is the speed of execution, also known as throughput, and last one is power dissipation or amount of energy that is required to perform a given task. So our main objective is to design efficient architecture, algorithm and circuit for VLSI DSP applications, to know how to design high speed, low area and low power VLSI systems for a broad range of DSP applications. Okay, so efficient meaning high speed, low area and low power VLSI systems, and to explore the optimization techniques indispensable in modern VLSI signal processing. So to achieve these objectives we have to study certain topics, and that are divided into 5 units. So unit first start with the review of IIR and FIR filters, and then how to represent that filters. Okay, so we will be using graphical representation to represent IIR and FIR filters. Then we will analyze the critical path and the sampling period. Then for the particular graphical representation, that is the data flow graph representation, we will study iteration bound, loop, loop bound, iteration rate, critical loop. We will perform critical path analysis, area, speed, power trade-off, precedence constraint and a cyclic precedence graph. And we will calculate the iteration bound. So to calculate this we will use longest path matrix, that is LPM algorithm, and second one is minimum cycle mean, that is MCM algorithm. And then at last we will discuss the techniques like pipelining and parallel processing to design low power FIR filters. And at last we will discuss the multi-rate signal processing. Unit 2 is based on algorithmic transformations. So we will discuss the concept, that is retiming, that is used for clock period minimization, that is to increase the speed, and it is also used for minimizing the area, so that is basically known as register minimization. Second is unfolding. So unfolding is used for increasing the speed. So by increasing the speed, I mean that sample period reduction. And unfolding is also used to design the parallel processing systems, bit serial, digit serial, and parallel architectures. And at last we will discuss folding, that is used to minimize area. In this we will discuss terminologies like what is folding order, folding factor, and we will fold biquad filters. So we will minimize the area of the given biquad filter, and we will also apply the concept of retiming. Okay, and further we will minimize the area of the folded architecture by register minimization technique, that is done by forward backward register allocation. In unit 3 we will study systolic architecture, we will study the design methodology, and we will discuss the definitions like projection vector, processor space vector, scheduling vector, hardware utilization efficiency, edge mapping, and we will also take some design examples of systolic architecture. And we will discuss fast convolution, how to design fast convolution algorithm, and that is done by Kuchtum algorithm and Vinograd algorithm. And then we will also discuss iterated convolution and cyclic convolutions. Unit 4 is again based on algorithmic strength reduction. So we will start with the design of parallel FIR filters, and that is done by techniques like polyphase decomposition and fast FIR filter algorithms. Then we will discuss pipelined recursive filters are also known as IIR filters. So we will discuss pipeline recursive filters, and that is designed by techniques like look ahead computation, look ahead pipelining, and the design filters is optimized by techniques like decomposition, clustered look ahead pipelining, scattered look ahead pipelining. So optimized in the sense that area is reduced. Then parallel processing IR filters will be discussed, and at last we will discuss discrete cosine transform and inverse discrete cosine transformation. So we will use algorithmic architecture transformation technique to design optimized DCT and IDCT transformation, and then we will discuss decimation in time fast DCT algorithm. And in the last unit we will study distributed arithmetic, that is used to design optimized MAC circuit. MAC circuit is basically multiply and accumulate circuit. So by using distributed arithmetic we will be designing efficient in the sense that area is optimized. So by using the distributed arithmetic concept we will try to design the area efficient MAC circuit. And at last we will discuss signal processing for machine learning. In this we will discuss convolution neural network and Vinograd filtering based convolution neural network for VLSI implementations. So after studying all these topics you will be able to analyze signal processing tasks from VLSI perspective. You will be able to perform the algorithmic transformation using pipelining, retiming, parallel processing techniques for the development of high speed and low power systems. You will be able to develop area efficient system using techniques like folding and distributed arithmetic approaches. And at last you will be able to utilize efficient signal processing techniques for VLSI implementation of machine learning tasks. So the recommended book is KK Pari, that is Keshav Pari, and this is the author. And the name of the book is VLSI Digital Signal Processing System Design and Implementation, published by John Wiley. So to my knowledge, this is the best book for this topic, and there are some other recommended books, so you can use the other books to revise the topics like signal, DSP systems, convolution, Fourier transforms. So I again welcome you all, and from next lecture onwards we will be looking into the related topics in detail.